Welcome to the Re8table Podcast. Yes.
DMP Networks.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's put this down. Share this watch party. What's up, y'all? Let me make sure I get this out of here a little bit. Okay. A little bit over, a little bit more. Okay. Let's start this watch party.
Look at the time.
Look at the time. Well. Look at the time. Okay. Is that yours?
I don't know.
Welcome to the Re8table Podcast, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I am Vince Serrano, and I am with the lovely
Jenny.
And today we have an open discussion for y'all. So appreciate you, baby. How's your weekend?
Good.
What do we do?
Really great.
Yeah, you have fun. What'd you do? You was out there hanging out. Mm-hmm.
The only thing I know how to do.
Yeah, the only thing she knows how to do, yeah. Okay, so we went to Savannah this weekend. And, you know, before we get started, what should they do if we want to see their comments on our show?
So if you want to see your comments show up on our screen, go to DMP Network's Facebook page.
Yep.
And leave your comments under our live stream, and your profile picture and your comment will show up on our screen.
Awesome. Just like right now, Lisa said, "What's up? Sup, Lisa? How y'all doing, y'all?" So yeah, please make sure. What's up? Just letting y'all know. Appreciate y'all. Definitely on today's topic. First off, definitely leave your comments. We have an open discussion. Okay, so today, Jenny, what is our open discussion? What do we normally do when we do open discussions?
We let you guys decide. I actually have some things that have been in my head.
For sure.
As far as like trending topics right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with Will Smith and Jada?
That's a tough one.
It's been hard for me to get past lately.
Right. So what's going on? Let's put us up on game.
All these news came out, right, from August Alsina.
Okay.
That he had a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith, right?
Right. An entanglement.
No, he said a relationship. Right?
Okay. And
then the Re8table talk comes up with Jada, and she says that she had an entanglement with him.
Right.
And poor Will Smith. I love Will Smith. You know, I've talked about how much I love Will Smith before, haven't I?
You love Will Smith, huh?
I do. And to see his face, that was the saddest freaking thing.
Right. What was his face like? Like,
yo. He looked like he was about to cry. Like, and his eyes just looked like sad. You know what I mean? Even though you can tell he was trying to put up that front that he knew about it and stuff.
That he wanted to stand up for his wife, I feel like he was trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And nothing hurts more than to hear from your spouse, which what she said was that she wasn't happy for so long. Like, you feel responsible for that as a partner. You know?
Dione says, for real, me too. What do you feel responsible for, though, when you see that, you know? Dione also says, I love Will Smith. Well, he just had a song made by him and everything. Like, yo,
like, he's just a well-rounded person, you know?
Right. And so when you saw Will's face, like, what did you think Will was doing exactly?
He was thinking of a hashtag.
She belonged to the streets.
He was thinking of hashtag cancel Jada.
Jada Pinkett is over party.
Bro, I don't know. Will
was hurt.
I'm sorry. But Will can actually do better.
So with that being said, like so he did say that they decided to take a break.
Of course he's gonna say that more so now to make her look better.
You think so? You think Will is biting a bullet right now?
I think so. Like, was it true? It could have been true.
Bill Smith.
But
he's trying to play Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, Hill Smith. He's trying to make sure he's like, I know she cheated, but I got to play the good husband or else my family's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Will tried to bite the bullet. Morning, my best guys. Hey, Diana. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to you. Good night over here. Definitely. So Will Smith tried to bit the bullet, kind of tried to bit the bullet. But do you think he did a good job?
I don't know. I just feel sad for him.
So she says, Daisy Robles says, I think he is a very humble dude, but then again, we never know what really happens behind closed doors. When you say that, though, Daisy, what you mean by what's going on behind closed doors? Elaborate a little bit. What do you think she means?
I can guess on what she means. We don't know what was going on. What if Jada kept on constantly trying to have time with Will, right?
Right.
Maybe he was too busy and doing other things, and maybe he wasn't taking her serious, that she needed that affection and attention.
Or maybe she wasn't getting the attention, right? Yeah, maybe she wasn't.
We don't know, but maybe that could have led to, getting that attention from somebody else. Even though nothing ever makes it right. Like, you guys should have made sure that you were completely, over, because that stuff always comes to light again, and now it leaves, I'm sure he's probably feeling some sort of embarrassment,
Oh, for sure.
Humiliation,
That, first off, that's an uncomfortable conversation to have, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up to being a trending topic, and then I have to go, and really explain my relationship in front of everybody. That's like me and you talking about a podcast and we wake up one day and find out that one person is not faithful. That's tough. First off, imagine if we're not famous.
And we found out right here on the podcast, right?
No, I mean, he knew, but they had a comment. Now we're conversating. We're conversating about it on a podcast. Like, I'm sure, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sure Will and Jada already had a conversation behind closed doors. It was like, listen, I'm gonna do this because I want to make sure that we did. But I am behind this shit. Bitch, you lucky. Like, we gotta figure this shit out, for our kids. But I am not happy with you. You crazy?
Yeah.
If she belonged to the streets, was a person, it'd be Jada Pinkett Smith right now. If she belonged to the streets was a definition, it'd be Jada Pinkett Smith right now. And I'm not mad at that, right? I get it. Jada, you had needs that need to be fulfilled. Okay, I understand you. But I'm going to tell you something real quick. That man tried to build he probably thought that him and Jada were the most solidest thing on earth. The way he looked,
as anybody would think.
Well, the way he looked at her, he was probably like, yo, me and her relationship is the most solidest thing on earth. Me and you we built an empire together. We built all this stuff together. We got kids that are building empires together. Like, we are like the perfect family. We're helping people out. We're doing all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, just like Melissa's about to say, that boy was apparently her son's best friend. And her son emancipated himself from them at an early age. So maybe something was going on earlier than we thought, but it's now just coming to light. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of comments. Daisy said maybe he's putting up a front. Maybe he's really maybe abusive or not attentive, not sure. Remember, I think it's always two people when there's problems, for sure. But you think he's abusive?
No, not Will Smith.
You think he's abusive? Come on, man.
You never know. It's true. You never know.
Man, look, man.
You never know.
You never know. I feel you, man. But
Diana
damn, Will.
Want to hear good news? Met someone and we are falling in love. We have been friends since childhood. Any advice on this? First time in love.
Ooh, take your time, Diana. And congratulations, but take your time.
Congrats.
Definitely.
That's exciting.
That's first time in love. Listen, take your time.
We gotta get back to this advice for this new love.
Right.
Dione says, true, Daisy Robles, but then again, what happens at home should stay at home. Jada should have kept that private, especially if she's August Alsina's the one that came out.
No, she was cheating and came out
there.
It's just, yo, my man's trying to sell records. And listen, I met August Alsina. I don't think he's a bad dude. I just think that some shit happened in his life. He was going through some crazy shit. His eyes, he was going blind, all these things. And they said that they reached out and helped him. But I think that somebody just, might have been feeding his swagger, his steez a little bit, his drip. Literally, they was feeling his drip. Mm-hmm. Daisy Robles said exactly. Congrats, Diana. It's all about communication, Daisy Robles.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That is the number one thing. Communication and respecting each other's time and each other's needs.
For sure. Anna Ann says, thank you, Daisy. I like that, TQ. No, not abusive, just saying, giving examples.
Yeah, like, have you heard something? It's not my will.
Daisy Robles, I got you. Dione Manessa says, Diana Ann, see where your adventure takes you and enjoy every moment of it. Great job, guys. Great advice. Diana Ann, don't trust them. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
You are in a group with a bunch of females.
I'm
right
trying
now,
to tell
right?
you. Melissa Rodriguez, if there's one thing 2020 has taught me so far is that you can't believe these celebrities
Yes.
are anything that they portray themselves to be.
I completely 100% agree with you. Will Smith is on a different level to me. But all the other guys, yeah, you're right.
Was Will Smith on an island with Jeffrey Epstein?
They say he was. However,
We
I
gotta
don't
be
care.
careful.
Rich people hang out with rich people. He may not have known what was going on, or maybe he found out and then decided to stop going to see them. We don't know the story on that.
You better not end up on no documentary, Will.
I mean, that's gonna really sadden me. I'll probably go into a depression if I find out my boy Will was part of that.
So Gabriel Nunez says, was entanglement the right word? Was entanglement the right word? And Alex Canales says, didn't Jada make headlines last year for talking to Willow about polyamory on Red Talk or polyamory on Red Talk? I'm surprised this is making headlines now. Yo, so Alex, you guys go follow DMP Networks and like their page, so that way we can put your comments actually on here. But it's true. Yo, didn't Jada make headlines? Like, she's always making headlines. Like, usually for something good though. It's just sad because Jada was that baby until now.
But honestly, the way that I kind of see it as is, their kids are different, right? They're edgy. Like, I feel like, are they just being artistic or are they actually troubled? You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, man.
That's
y'all better not be putting
it.
nothing on Sire, the Prince of Will Smith, man, the Fresh Prince's kid. Don't think you're. Hold on, Daisy. Hold on. Daisy said, "Don't dig yourself in the hole, Vince. Remember, only girls here." That's a freaking lie, Daisy. Listen, you know how I get. I scratch, skull, crawl. I put the. Yeah, let's go. Yo, Melissa said he was also listed on Jeffrey's Island. Just saying.
But we can't.
Oh, my man Andre Alexander say, yo, that's my man who had the Wave channel. You heard? He had the
yes.
Yep. There we go.
Welcome.
So Melissa said I would cry.
Yeah, I love him. I honestly would. And even this discussion with Jada and Will, it made me sad.
Yeah, because you thought there was a power couple. You thought they was building like, yo, and then all of a sudden she steps out. It's like the Game of Thrones, y'all. You don't know what's going to happen next. Daisy said, really? Andre said, I'm back, guys.
Andre's back.
Oh, he said he's been waiting for our podcast.
Awesome. Welcome tonight.
Appreciate y'all, man. Today we're having an open discussion, and we're basically saying, like, yo, listen, Will Smith, he took the bullet for Jada. He bit the big boy bullet for Jada.
Yeah.
And that's, when you sit back and you think about that.
It's a freaking meme now. Like, everyone's clowning on them, and it's just like,
my man's eyes. Will is a meme. I was afraid of being a meme. Yo, Elvis made me a damn. Yo, that's my man. Beat Pepe. Pepe made me he made me a meme. He made me a meme. Yeah. Hey, but a good meme. Not none of that Michael Jordan crying shit or that Will Smith, Jada, I want to kick your ass right now. Yo, he's like, because I was ready.
He's like, oh, it's an entanglement. I'm laughing because
Will Smith is a good actor. Will Smith is having, I thought Will was going to blow up. I thought Will was going to pull out the Will Smith gun.
I was just so turned off with Jada because I'm like,
my man Will was like,
don't try to make it.
Oh, entanglement, right? Okay. Wait till we get home. I'm telling you. Jada, you motherfucker. That's the...
He said Andre says he really did, and it shows that he's a man to tell people what's really going on.
Yo, my
I
man.
agree. You know, everybody goes through problems, right? And they've been together for so long now. I hope that they can get through it. I'm sure they already have, but it probably doesn't help that that's like news everywhere right now.
They even did a meme where they said Drake looked at what was going on. He was out there like, So Amber Gloria says, I did not like how Jada tried justifying her affair as a learning experience, and she kept referencing it as entanglement. I feel bad for Will because they worked through this 4 years ago, but now because Og opened his mouth, he has to relive it again publicly. You can see the hurt in his face, and it's sad, honestly. Yeah. And that's the realest, Amber. Yo, you articulate with the comment. You hit it on the head. Drop the mic. Man. Melissa said, don't they have an open relationship anyway? I don't get how this happens.
I don't think that they actually had an open relationship.
Yeah, the way that man looked.
I think that someone probably thought that they did because they probably knew of the relationship going on between them.
Yeah, my man Will was like, open relationship my ass. The way that man looked, that man was not happy.
He loves that girl.
He was not open about none of that. You see how he get about Tupac? That's all me. So Dione Manisa says, but if I think someone takes a bullet for the other person, that says a lot about that person. Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. He went, Will took the bullet for the team. He took one for the team. Abba, good night, all. Abba, my dog, Abba. I hope, Jordan Lucas made a song called I'm Feeling Like Will. Well, I hope I never feel like Will did.
Yeah, that's true. This is the only time that we don't want to feel like Will.
Because I might come across that table on this podcast if you tell me some shit like it's an entanglement. What do you mean an entanglement? Like, what, an entangled web we weave? What do you mean? Like, August Alsina was stood in the door butt naked and you just fell into him?
I just feel like it almost sounded like you're preying on someone that's weak.
They was going to have to stop that podcast. I was going to do like the Michael Jordan in The Last Dance. Break. I got to go break. I'm telling you. I got to go.
Yes. It's crazy.
Will, did you see his, Will wanted to Will was fighting back the tears.
He was. He couldn't act that way his way to it. He looked like how he looked in The Pursuit of Happiness.
Right.
Like you feel it,
Will was trying to make sure he knows, man. DMP Networks, my man. Oh, when they added entanglement to the status on Facebook. Oh, when they added entanglement to the status on Facebook. Yeah.
That's coming next, right? Crazy.
Hey, in an entangled relationship, in an entanglement as my Facebook status. Yo, feeling like Will. What, rich? Hell nah. Feel madder than a bitch. Yo, finding out my girl cheated. I gotta tell everybody about it on Facebook Live.
But you can't actually word it that you cheated.
I gotta sit here and talk to you.
That's not taking ownership of it, right?
I'm sitting here talking to Jenny, and Jenny's like, yeah, I fucked him. But she not saying it. She's saying it like
we got into a spiraled web on the bed.
Yeah. Like we got into a scuffle. You got into the what? Bitch. I'm sorry.
And he's like, oh, can you tell us exactly what happened? She's like, what you mean?
What?
You want me to tell you exactly how it happened?
I know? Yo, I'm telling you, if Will had a big sister, he would call it a jump Jada, right? Will's like, I'm sorry I said bitch, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie.
That's like illegal.
Yo.
To say, isn't it? Gustavo, what's good?
Gustavo's, Gus, guys, I'm so sorry. Yo, J-Lo, Alex Rodriguez, Mark Anthony, entanglement. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what that is.
Right. That's exactly what that is. Yo, thank you, Orlando. Yo, my man coming with the illest right now.
That is true.
That's exactly when your main chick and your side chick in the same picture. Or when your main dude, when your main piece and the side piece are in the same picture. Come on now.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Are we in any photos like that? I don't think so, but I know we're not, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are we in the J-Lo, Alex Rodriguez type photos?
No.
Okay. Be weird. Hey, so yeah, man. So like Will, right? Back to Will. Entanglement. See, you got me thinking, DMP. Y'all got to think. Thank you for the opportunity too, guys. Yo, Gus said, what's good? What's up, man? So what do you guys feel about that? Yeah, my man O was like, we had to think about that, bro. We had to think about that. We had to go back. I actually had to go through like the photos in my head. Like, wait a minute. You know I love you, baby.
Me too.
You know, I don't think we kiss enough on this show. I don't think we kiss enough on this show.
That's not the right network.
I don't know. Right. That's not the right network. Guys, what do you guys think? What's the next topic you got? What other topics you said that you had? You said you've been thinking.
Oh, okay. Sometimes I was just thinking about this the other day. Like sometimes people blame their partner or spouse for Daisy.
I know that's right, Jay. Daisy said, if you kiss, it may turn into porn. Jenny knows how I feel about that. We not going on. I got too much shit to be on Pornhub, y'all. Okay, we don't need that right now. My man, Alex Canales, he made it.
You made it.
To clap for Alex Canales. Okay, they definitely do. I just think they had to put out a statement because the way it looks right now, but they got beef for real. They got beef. Yeah. DMP said, how much is entanglement worth? The network is saying, how much is entanglement worth? How much is entanglement worth? Like, do you think August Alstina came to Will and was like, listen, y'all better give me $1 million or I'm putting this shit out there. I got an interview tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I got to sell some records.
Exactly. Like, that's what I said. When I saw that the story came out, I'm like, this boy must have a record coming out.
My boy's got, he did. He had some records. Yo, my man has some records.
And
he has some in the chamber. He has some in the chamber for Jada. Jada, you going to end up in the song. And I'm going to put it all on there tomorrow. I need 2.5.
I mean, they can't really say that they're staying together for their kids anymore, right? Because those kids are grown.
That's real. Alex Canales says, what's in our cup? Grape juice that you step on with your feet.
Daisy. We all know how you feel about that.
Yeah, we ain't trying to end up on Pornhub here. Okay? I'm not trying to do it. Desmond Fuller, Will was looking like, I'm going to entangle my foot in your ass.
Yes, sir.
Desmond, I know. He was like, yo, I'm going to entangle that thing. They going to have to untangle me and you.
I feel for that man.
Yo, my man, DMP, the network is saying, some cash, some serious cash. Yo, he was looking at that for real. Think about it. When he came out there, yo, what he looked like Sideshow Bob, though. Wow, I see that look like Sideshow Bob. Y'all know from The Simpsons?
Well, I'll be pissed, right? As well, like looking at August, like my wife cheated on me with you.
Yo, shout out to my man Vernon Lee, man. We played in the AAU team, man. That's my dog, man. And now he's got kids that are playing and doing this thing, man, teaching, man. Shout out to Vernon, man. Vernon, go like DMP Networks and like their page. And then you can put your comments on their page and we can actually see it. Because I know you got some funny stuff to say, bro. Vernon used to have me laughing when we was on the road trips. Daisy Robles. Okay, iffy topic. Anyone ready for the presidential elections? Not even just the presidential elections. Let's talk about the primaries. Like, we got people who are running for that. See, we got people on our side who actually are running for those elections, you know? So it's like, it's actually a lot more serious on this side, you know?
Sure.
Like, we got people who's actually trying to make a change, you know? Yo, listen, y'all, for real too. If y'all in Tampa, I want to give you guys an opportunity real quick. And this is something serious. We need to make change. And I like to hang around people who are with that. And we're talking about the leaders of not just of our nation, right? Because we could talk about the leaders of our nation. That's at the top. but also the people of our community who are changing the community. So we have a family friend named Susan Valdez, and she is running. Again, I think she's running for a seat in office. So look at her, Susan Valdez. That's Valdes, and she was a school superintendent at the high school that I was with in the district. She's helped so many people, and she's making a community change. So how I feel about the elections,
she cares about people, guys. That's
she cares about kids,
mom.
Exactly. Okay? And so go vote for Susan Valdez. Go to the booth. Go out there. Let's shake it up, man. Vote for Susan Valdez. If you live in Florida in Hillsborough County, vote for Susan Valdez. I really like what she's got to say. She's teaching things, so I'm just letting you guys know. So Daisy said, explain Vince. Whoever vote for DMP says, whoever votes for Kanye, kill yourself. How do you feel about Kanye going for president?
This country has become a joke, really, right?
I mean, Ronald Reagan was a president, and he was an actor in Hollywood.
Donald Trump too.
And Donald Trump made it.
That really, I don't know.
I mean,
I personally don't get into like.
Look, hey, Kanye got them Yeezys.
Yeah, so you're gonna be wearing your president shoes.
Yo, my president is black. My Yeezys are too. Hey, yo, Melissa said, let's go back to what Jen was going to start saying before. Like, she didn't finish the sentence on her next topic. What are you talking about? Do you remember?
A little bit.
Okay, well, let's
read the rest of the comments.
Daisy said, oh, yes, I think I voted for her years ago. Yep, exactly. Vote for Susan Valdez. Go vote again.
Yes, ma'am.
Go vote for Susan Valdez. She's going for representative for District 62. If you really want to change and somebody that actually cares about the community and does good for her people, like, let me tell you something. I asked her to restore my rights because I'm a felon. Yes, I am a felon. And she gave me the information, and she texted me today with what we need to do. She called somebody at the top and told me how to do that. So I appreciate that. Go vote for Susan Valdez. Gustavo said he's going to be 18 when he votes for Kanye. I'm just saying. Daisy said, all I'm saying is if Dwayne Johnson would run, I would vote for him. But yes, Jen.
You know what?
Tell us, my bad. She was about to say.
I would vote for him too.
Melissa said, no politics, please. I get enough of that all day long.
I completely agree. Like, that's from power. Is that Valdez from power? No.
Is that Valdez?
But she does have power, so no.
It's Valdez with an S. Valdez with an S. Go vote for it, guys. And I know we get politics because we do politics all the time, but I'm not going to lie. I feel like we need to use our platform to help the people that help the communities. You know, a lot of people don't know how to give back. Like, you know, I came from the gutter. I know what it is, and I know how it is, you know, for our schools. She cares about our schools. She cares about our communities. Like, yo, if we really want to make change, we need to go put those in power that are going to do so. So I get that. Sure. We're going to leave that alone, but I'm going to be real with you. Vote for Representative District 62. We're going to do it one more time just so we can see it. She is, I can't find it. Did you delete? Oh, there it is. Representative for District 62. Representative for District 62. And yes, I got a couple wines. So Melissa said for sure, Vince. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and so what were you gonna finish saying now for your topic? Now that we got off that, vote Susan Valdez.
I feel like a lot of times people in relationships put blame on their partner for why they have not done all the stuff that they've wanted to, lived up to their dreams, right? Is that fair? I think that as moms, we might feel like our dreams get put aside, you know, once we become pregnant, right? Because our kid is our absolute main goal, our main focus. And so I feel like a lot of times dads might not understand that. And I don't think that it should necessarily be an excuse that should actually help push you harder, right? To get to where you need to be. But sometimes your kids, you know, what if you have a couple kids back to back? Realistically, it's hard to really juggle all of that, especially if sometimes the father is not completely hands-on.
So first off, I don't mean to cut you off. Do you want to finish your?
Yeah. I don't, however, feel like it is fair to blame the other person for that, because you are ultimately responsible for your life, for yourself, for your future. Things don't work out all the time. You don't ever want to leave yourself in a situation where you cannot, you're like starting from scratch because you've let this your relationship kind of take the front seat in your life, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I see the side that you're coming from, and I understand that. You know, and you say coming from scratch, and you can't, you know, I look at it like this, Jenny, you know, you should never be the victim of any situation. You are powerful enough to make your own decisions. And when you choose to be in some shit, that's your choice. The same way you chose to be in it, you can choose to get out of it. And you can't put the responsibility or blame on anyone but yourself.
Yeah, I don't think that that's fair at all.
Right, because when you sit back and you think about that, and you look at that, it doesn't matter. You chose to have kids. Mm-hmm. You chose anything. You chose to go to prison. You chose to go and sell drugs. You chose to quit your job. You chose to do all those things. And life is about choices. You tell me this all the time.
Yeah.
And you've got to do what?
Decide.
And make
the best choice. Make good choices.
You got to make good choices.
I always tell the boys, my kids, I'm like, make good choices. Always, every day, make good choices.
Right.
If you think it's something that I'm going to be upset about or that you're going to get in trouble for, then you probably shouldn't do it.
Right. And when you sit back, and there are people who, like, on a test, they make all the right choices and they get 100. So there are people that go through life making all the right choices. And those are the people that you see get hundreds. But when you sit back and you fail and you put that on somebody else,
you're not taking accountability.
You're not taking accountability, responsibility for your life, for your actions, for your decisions. So to blame anybody else for what you chose to do, that's a cop out to me. Yeah. And when I hear people do that, I give them like 30 seconds. So, go ahead. You read that.
Do mothers assume that fathers don't put aside their dreams for family as well? No, I don't think that. I've never felt like that before. I'm sure there are mothers that do. But I think that naturally a mom is supposed to be the one that is hands-on with their kid.
I think that's bullshit. I think that's bullshit.
While the dad usually is the one that will continuously try to...
I look at that as bullshit.
I agree, babe, but it's, you know, a lot of times, a lot of people in relationships would be like, the dad would be like, look, if you could take care of the kid, I'm going to go out and basically take care of our family. Though that might work for a short amount of time, it's not really what you should agree to do, right?
Amber Gloria said, it's not fair. You're in control of your own destiny. There are people who are single parents working and going to school full time, and they make it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Life isn't fair, yes, but you shouldn't blame your partner, and you shouldn't blame anybody but yourself.
Yeah, that's not fair at all.
And I'm gonna tell you something, right? Yo, sometimes you need that time to get on your feet. You know, you need that time and it needs to come like, okay, Jenny, and this isn't to discredit your opinion, but I sit back and I look at it like this. What do you want to do? I try to support you in everything that you want to do.
You do completely.
So how I do it is this. You want to try something? Go do it. Yeah. And we're going to work around how to make it happen. If that's going to school, if that's opening up a business, if that's we're going to figure out how to make it work, because we're going to make time for the things that you want to do. But not want to do, you want to sit back and go chill with your people. You want to sit back and go smoke weed. You want to sit back and go to Brooklyn. Okay. You want to sit back and go chill with the homies. We ain't doing all that. My boy got mad at me today because I wouldn't come chill at his house to go watch him play video games. I ain't on that. I'm not going to sit back and just chill and watch. I got shit to do. I'm trying to make $1 billion. So you ain't gonna take none of my valuable time to go sit and chill with your cousin. To go sit and gossip. I ain't got time for that. So if you want to go sit back and really do something, Jenny, I'm gonna support you 100 times.
And I love that about you, that you.
But if you want to go bullshit, it's bullshit at the crib.
Right. So not everyone's always supportive of their partner. And you don't even understand that. You don't even realize that they're not being supportive of you until after you have kids, unfortunately. So I don't know. It puts you in a really bad, kind of tough situation.
Streaming with Gus says, yeah, I can see where Jenny is coming from when she said it's hard to do your dream when you're a mom, but that's no excuse to mess up your grind. But that's your choice to finish or continue to grind. 100%.
Absolutely.
So Melissa says, you can start off this whole other person, but through time, someone can break you down so much little by little that you don't even realize it's happening until you're so far gone and don't recognize yourself anymore. I feel like you can't pull full blame on someone else for that because you make your choices at the end of the day. But people can be manipulated to feel less than they are. It happens. I've seen it, and it's not something anyone can really understand unless they have been through it. So Melissa, I'm gonna be on. I understand what you're saying, right? Because you can feel like somebody is taking advantage of you, but if you feel like that, you shouldn't be with somebody, and it's your choice to let that happen.
True.
And you could want to make it work. Believe me, and I feel like I can speak about this from experience. You could want to make this work 100,000% of the time. You can go talk to their parents. You can be like, why your daughter don't love me? I'm making all the moves. I'm the catch. Why she don't love me? Why I got to come home and she's pissed off? Mm-hmm. Why I got to come home and she's putting her hands on me? I'm out here taking these chances, trying to do it for your daughter. And you want to know what their parents sometimes say? She's crazy, bitch. Está loca. Sometimes that's an answer. But you sit here and try to make it work with somebody who isn't the one for you. That's you choosing to be there. And I did that. Mm-hmm. I chose to be there for somebody that wasn't really for me. And then I'm not going to lie. Once I left, it sucked. It was hard. It was like, I felt like my life was over. Oh, I lost everything. Turns out, 5 years later, you better than you ever been. With the one.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, baby. I just wanted to make sure that everybody know that. With the one.
Abba says, fathers choose stable jobs for the benefit of family, taking the bullshit in the office or the punishment in the coal mine.
Facts.
When we choose, we surrender the alternative.
Facts. My son changed my life. What do you feel? Again, it goes back. Melissa says again, it goes back to nobody knows what's going on behind closed doors, for sure.
Yeah.
The network says, get into an entanglement and it'll fix all your problems. Shout out to DMP Networks. I'm telling y'all, man, I love this show.
Wise words from DMP Networks.
Go like and comment DMP Networks and make sure you share this podcast. We really want to increase our reach, guys. Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. What's up, baby? Why are you shaking your head like that?
No, because, it's hard to... A lot of people think that it's so easy to just move on from somebody just because they're not treating you 100% correctly. But when there's kids involved, things change, And as a mom, you are always going to try to make things work.
Absolutely.
No matter how much you shouldn't, but
I don't even
realize one day
I don't even think it's just because you're a mom. I don't even think it's because you're a mom. I believe it because you love somebody. For real. Love will make you do crazy shit.
Yeah. Watch, my head is gonna disappear real quick.
Mine too, baby. Mine too.
Of course. Said, of course, 2 heads are better than 1. Meaning, if you have a supportive partner, then yes, you will accomplish more. Some single parents, yes, you can make it happen as well, as we all know. But sometimes the money is not there to achieve dreams or goals, and may not have a supportive system. It's really easy to say, all right, this isn't working out for me, and walk out of a relationship. It's easier said than done, in my opinion, especially if you have kids.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you, and Jenny,
how do we go?
You know,
I'll hide it.
So there you go.
Back again.
All right, Jenny, you have kids. I have kids. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're in a much better spot than you ever were?
Absolutely. But people...
Hold on. I'm going to ask you another question. I get it. We're trying to get this through. Was it hard for you to get to this point?
Maybe a little.
And for some people, it's harder than others.
Correct.
For sure.
And I think that my personality, though, is just I
don't like that, though. I don't think that it's just about your personality, because mine and your personality are different. And I would say the same thing. We're better off. But both of us had a problem with moving on to the next relationship. Both of us did. We both did. I didn't date seriously for like 3 years. I did not date seriously for 3 years. Because I didn't want to have my heart broke just like that again. And I wanted to be in a better position, not for myself, but for my kids. And I wanted to be a better person. I feel like you want to do the same thing.
Yeah. I was very picky with anyone that I even let talk to me, you know?
And you didn't settle.
Right.
You didn't settle because you saw what happened, and not saying anything against anybody else, but you saw what happened with what didn't work for you. Mm-hmm. Some people just aren't compatible.
Yeah.
And you over here trying to put the square in the circle or the star. Mm-hmm. It just don't fit. So I feel that. I understand. But and we think, oh, well, we still trying to put the square in the circle or the star. And you still try, and then and then you pick up another piece, and it's not the square, it's like the triangle, and you're still trying to fit something. Yo, you got to find what fits. Mm-hmm. And I think me and you have done that.
Yeah, for sure.
Melissa says the point for me is that if you've been through this type of situation and can finally get yourself out of it and choose not to accept it anymore, then that's something to be proud of, for sure. Everyone's situation is different. Someone can manipulate you to feel like they love you and they've changed. And let's keep the family together. Love is blind. That's all I have to say on this. Absolutely. And then Dione says, I was with the father of my kids for 12 years and it's still hard for me, for sure. But I will tell you this. It's going to take sacrifice. And I know there's a lot of women on the show and that's cool, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be real with you. And I love that. My grandmother, she went to go work at Publix. She worked 2 jobs, you know? And yeah, you have to wait for your time. And shit happens, not when you want it to happen, but when it's supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. So don't sit back. If your situation ain't what it is right now, that's cool. Keep trucking through it.
Yeah, but the moment that you decide to better yourself, all your blessings will start coming.
I swear to God, it's the law of attraction. True. Yep.
And then you start, the problem though is that people will start seeing that things are starting to come into fruition for them. But then there's that other side, that other part of their brain that makes them go back and turn back and go back into the same situation they were in before.
God put X's in your life to see if you're still stupid.
I personally am thankful for the years because I know that I would never fall into that ever again. I never let myself do that.
Evo, the chemicals produced during coitus and even in being in the same vicinity as others for long periods creates a bond. This applies to lovers and friendships. Separation separates one from the chemicals. I know that coitus may be good and you may not want to have coitus interruptus, but sometimes you need to change, okay? You got to have a strong pullout game, okay? Daisy Robles Said, great example, Will Smith and his wife. So many years invested in this happen. Yet he's given her another opportunity or whatnot. Like, I think you have one problem, you don't walk out. You try to make it work. But of course, you need both sides to want it to make it work. Right. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Let me ask you a question. And Daisy, exactly what you said. But you think Will Smith going to be all right if he divorced Jada?
Yes.
Damn right.
He's gonna be good.
Will Smith is the catch.
Will Smith is the catch. You're right.
Will Smith is the catch. Yo, you don't hear him here making no songs about Jada.
That's true, actually.
Right.
Oh, I don't know any songs like.
Come on now. Come on, man. They all say I want to be like Jada and Will.
Good positions.
Come on, man.
He's good with.
Come on, man. My man gonna be good. My man. Listen, you see how she talking about Will Smith? I know if Will Smith come over here, I gotta be careful. Okay, I know what time it is. Come on now, we're gonna be all right. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna suck, but he gonna be all right. Daisy said, "I agree with you, Melissa. I feel that."
Did you read? Did you read that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
DMP, my man Orlando's been with her 18 years and counting.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Almost unheard of these days.
What would you do if she cheated on you, though? Oh.
Or no, if she had an entanglement.
If she had an entanglement and it was on her Facebook page. Daisy said it takes time, a leap of faith to move that jump. And you have to have the family to support you and be there. Actually, Daisy, I believe that, but I'm going to be real with you. You do need a support system, but I'm not going to lie. The only thing you really need is the confidence in yourself to say you're going to make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Because your family is not always that support.
At the beginning, they're going to be so skeptical because they're going to think that you're going right back into another relationship just like that. They're going to think you're moving too fast. They're going to think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Best thing I did, get far away. Okay? Go find yourself.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. You're never going to find happiness until you really find who you are. Like, really search for who you are.
Find yourself, find your values, find your morals, find who you are. Love yourself, and then you can love somebody else. Melissa says this topic just isn't black and white, lots of gray area. Yeah, I feel you. It takes some time. Daisy said, yes, I agree. He'll be fine. 100%.
So
Will going to be.
Will Smith by nobody.
Right. No, by nobody. Will is the catch. Will is the prize.
Single,
don't play no games with my man
matter.
Will. What's wrong with you?
He's got people are going to be watching.
Agreed.
Sure.
Yo, Will could, I'm telling you, I'd have to put you in a cage, Will Smith, around here. Bang, bang. Hey, I asked what happens if she cheats on him? Bang, bang, chitty, bang, bang.
What was that meme we saw today?
Bang, bang.
What was that meme we saw with Will Smith today?
Yo, he looked like he was about to end the world.
It said he don't want to kill Jada because then she'll be
she'll go with Tupac. She'll be right. She'll be dead with Tupac anyway.
Tupac.
When you want to kill Jada, but she's just gonna be right with Pac. Agreed, Vince. Thank you. Yeah, I like that advice. Thank you. My question for you, though, do you feel the same for women that are abusive, or how do you feel about that? Like them still sticking with abusive guys? Listen, I was in an abusive relationship. Old girl, she drank too many wine bottles and start getting aggressive. And then start like questioning me, and then it get kind of physical. And yeah, I'm a bigger dude. So I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'd be trying to restrain her. But she put her hands on me a few times. And it's weird because,
because that's not common, right? It's not usually the case.
Yo, and not just that. I love that person. I love that person. So for them to lose control and respect for me like that, and it happened in, like, it would go from, like, how we're going right now to 120 miles an hour, her swinging on me. So I know about the abusivity, and you sitting back and you're saying, what am I doing? How can I make this work? How can we change this? And then her mom saying, "Ta loca." Yes, agreed, Vince. I appreciate you. How long did it take you to step out of that relationship, if I may ask? Well, I'm going to be real with you. So it took for me to lose everything for me to actually realize that once I lost everything, I lost a lot. I lost all my money. I lost my house. I lost my apartment. I came from the bottom. I lost everything. And then I was like, okay, well, we could do this because you was with me when we didn't have nothing anywhere. And she was like, peace. So I'm telling you, I had no choice. I ain't had time to be crying about nobody else. I had to get my life together.
But that's the same thing. So you say that it was an abusive relationship. So
Right.
How many females it's more common for a female to be in an abusive relationship. And everyone is always saying how easy it is to
it takes for you to hit rock bottom.
You really have to have that mental strength, I think, to really know that you're worth more than that.
You have to take that time to sit. Something has to happen in your life to be able to say, I'm done with this. And I ain't got time to look back. That's how I look at it. It's like a race, right, babe? I tell you, like, you can't look back because if you look back, you're slowing yourself down. You got to look to what's ahead of you. So you got to literally be able to turn that and put that behind you.
So DMP Network said, but to be honest, I know the woman I married, and she won't do that because it's not in her genes. Her family didn't raise her like that.
That's love.
That's interesting that you say that because I do honestly feel like there is something in the genes that allows you to do that. Like, I know people that one of the parents was a common cheater, right? And everybody knew it. They have kids. Their kids will start, eventually they'll do the same thing because it's what they've seen growing up. And so they might not see it as that bad, but from what I've seen in a family, like, not all the kids will. Some will see it as wrong, and then some will see it as allowable.
Yeah, I think your family has to do it.
Do you think that it runs in the genes?
No, I feel like it runs in the family, what you teach your kids. So if you teach your kids that it's okay to cheat, then your kids are going to cheat.
Yeah, if you see someone's mom or someone's dad is constantly messing around with different people,
right?
You might
look
at them a little.
Or if you don't have or let me be real with you. Even if you're not taught that it's not okay to do that. Mm-hmm. So maybe your dad didn't cheat, but he just didn't teach you. Like, he just assumed that you were doing the right thing, and then you're out there hoeing around.
Yeah.
You just want some attention, or you just want to be loved, or you just want to get, you weren't hugged as many times as you need to be.
You got daddy issues.
Yeah, your mom didn't tell you I love you enough, or like you're, so you're out here trying to get acceptance. So
yeah.
So it's the next one. So Dave said, but you see, it took you time to realize you didn't just get up and leave.
Exactly.
No, it did, and that's what I'm saying. It takes something for you to hit rock bottom. It takes something for you to say, nah, I'm done. I ain't got time for this.
But the weird thing in that is that she left you and you didn't leave her when she was the one treating you wrong.
Right.
So how does that work
out? Well, this is the thing. I feel like eventually, like, we wanted to get out of that relationship anyway. We had not moved. We had moved out of the house with each other. We were just hanging on. Like, it was like we were still just hanging on, and kind of like maybe there's a sliver of hope. We should just cut that shit off from the jump. I bet you me and you would have been together earlier. Facts. So Daisy said, yes, agree. Unfortunately, we have to hit rock bottom to open our eyes. Very few times we'll learn our lesson the first time. Facts. Mm-hmm. We went back to each other so many times, and each time it was harder and harder and worse and worse. Situations got worse and worse. Shit doesn't work like that. You just got to cut it off. Mm-hmm. Dave said, that's why they say parents are the examples, and we have to be careful what we do and what we say. Sorry, you guys. I don't have kids, but you get what I mean. I don't think it runs in genes. I think it's about your family and how you raise, because, your family's going to teach you the morals. If you taught the game, you're going to play.
I don't know, because I do know people in large families where, like, most of the family are, like, known to cheat.
Right, but that's because they're seeing it at the top.
Yeah.
It's because they're seeing it at the top. It's all about leadership.
Yeah.
It's all about leadership. And I'm telling you, I believe in that seriously. I believe that's the difference between everything going on, Babe, I love you.
I love you too. And, it's crazy because I want to instill that in my kids and let them know that that's wrong. And I feel like, I don't know, there's something that I just feel like they already know. you know, like, and I feel like that's something that I do actually have to have one-on-one conversations with them about. But I do feel like my oldest Peyton, I feel like he understands everything that has happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
He has known, like, he has, when I have felt certain ways, I feel like he has felt for me, and I feel like he understands. And we haven't actually had that conversation with each other, but I feel like he's more. It's like that unspoken connection that we have.
I feel like he's more spiritual and spiritually inclined with you for sure. He's more of an energy guy. Yeah. And I think that your other one is more of a risk taker and probably would cheat on somebody before. Des is going definitely. You gotta teach Des the game. You gotta teach Des the game.
He's a risk taker.
No, he's a risk taker.
And we always say, well, unfortunately, no disrespect, but he is just like his dad.
Yo, and so you got, in order to stop that from happening, you got to teach him all good shit. Like, you just got to teach him good shit right away. And you got to keep them, and you got to show them that from the top, like, yo, this is the way that you treat girls. This is how you treat. I try to have those type of conversations. Sometimes it's not, I'm not the best guy to give the relationship advice neither, but I try to give, I believe it. You should give anybody that, whether it's your sons or your brothers or your sisters, you guys need to have talks with people.
I think that it's great that they have you in their life, though, because you open the door for me every single time we get in the car.
Right.
Absolutely every
2
time.
2 years.
And though you may not notice it, I'm sure they notice it. I mean, right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you probably don't think that they notice it.
No, I know they notice it.
I'm pretty sure they probably do notice
I do it for them too.
And exactly, right. And in turn, I hope and I think that they would do the same.
Right.
In turn.
And that's what I think. I think that when they see that, they're going to learn from that. They're going to be like, yo, Vince did that for my mom, and that's how you want to treat your mom. Mm-hmm. And I talk about it, and I always say, hey, look, guys, I want to tell you something. You want a woman? You want to get a woman like your mom. Because believe me, that's you're the best thing I've ever had. So, and I'm not afraid to say that, y'all. You're the best woman I've ever been with. You push me to be better than I can. I'll go live under the bridge. I say that. I'll go live under the bridge. I'll sleep in a bed with a toilet in it. But for you, that ain't gonna happen. For our family, that ain't gonna happen. So sure. I appreciate that. Listen, man, we're gonna wrap this up because it's 9:00 and totally appreciate it. Jenny, thank you for the open discussion today, man. I know this is something that we talked about. You came up with the topics. Yo, Jada, I hope you get your shit together and you find your happiness. Will, you the man, bro. Whatever you do, you're gonna be the man at it, no matter what. Appreciate you guys. This has been the Relatable Podcast. We're gonna Daisy said, Jen, I haven't seen you in years, like face to face, but I think you've done an amazing job with your kids. The pictures that you post and the way you talk about them, you're a great mom, and now you have Vince in your life and in their life, and that's also great, and he's trying to teach them well. I appreciate that, Daisy. Damn, y'all, that's dope.
Daisy. That was my girl in high school.
Yeah, Dione says, I'm already teaching my 6-year-old son to open up the door for me and his sister. Exactly, teach him. My grandmother, my mom taught me well. Yeah, she said Daisy said, I applaud you, both of you guys. Thank you, Daisy. I appreciate that so much. Amber Gloria says, what's a great example of this? Lil Wayne's video, How to Love. That video hits hard. They show a life of a little girl who on one side grew up seeing her mother mistreated and living not for the best versus the other side where her mom does right by her and finds true love and exhibits love. For sure. That's awesome. That's true. Absolutely.
That's true. I remember watching that video and getting chills from it.
I've never seen that video, actually.
You gotta watch it. We gotta show our kids that video too.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool because that's a good song. How to love. How to love. When a minute is right. How to love. Yo, well, look, this has been the Relatable Podcast, baby. Give me a kiss. I love you.
I love you too.
This has been the Relatable Podcast.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Tonight.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. I am Vince Serrano, and I'm with the lovely
Jenny.
And this is the Relatable Podcast. Make sure you follow us on IG, subscribe, like, share our videos. That's Relatable Podcast. REL8table Podcast. Thank you guys. Have a nice night. Thanks for joining. Tune in Thursday 8 p.m.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye.